What's going on, everybody? I'm Logan. Welcome back to the Rise and Vape Show. We didn't have a video go up last week, and I want to apologize for that. I shot a video last week, and I don't know what I did. It was really bad. It just sounded terrible, and I didn't want to put that out there. I didn't, this channel and me have had a long history with terrible audio issues, and I was just fed up, and I said, no, I'm not putting that video out there. So hopefully I've done some test things this morning, and I hope this sounds better. I want to say first and foremost, thank you to everybody out there who has been coming out to the live streams with that guy Matt on Saturday night. It has just been awesome. And, it's been really humbling to have people come out and hang out in the chat. I wanted to say thank you to everybody out there, who's been coming out to those live shows. And if you're not already, go ahead and head over to that guy Matt's channel and drop him a sub, because his channel is doing really well. I'm really proud of Matt and all the things that he's doing, and I'm really proud and honored to be a part of that show. We just did one last night. We had Jay, Metal Dad Vapes on, and that was absolutely fantastic. So head on over to that channel, that guy Matt's channel. Check out the replay for In the Clouds last night. We had a blast. We had a lot of good topics. We got to know Jay a little bit better, and I think we just had a great time. With that being said, I do want to redo the smoke-free shoutouts that I had set up for last week. First up, we've got my man Shane, Saddle Horse Blues, 7 years smoke-free thanks to Vapor Products, and married to his fantastic wife Brandy for 11 years. Congratulations to you both on that long, wonderful marriage that you have and will hopefully continue to have until the end of time, because you two are absolutely amazing, and I wish nothing for the best for both of you. If anybody out there is interested in Saddle Horse Blues coils, just go to saddlehorseblues.com. I rock the coils that they make all the time, and their website is phenomenal. They have a great selection of products as well up in Canada, and I just want to thank you guys for all that you do, and also give you that smoke-free shout-out that you have definitely earned, being smoke-free for 7 years, Shane. That is phenomenal stuff. Next up, off of Twitter, I've got Mark Pillion, also 7 years smoke-free, thanks to fruit-flavored vapes. Man, you and me both, man. I love fruit flavor, so congratulations, man. Big shout-out to you for being 7 years smoke-free. Incredible. Awesome. My last smoke-free shout-out this week goes out to Vapor for Life on Twitter, Vapor for Life 1. Vapor for Life Jen, I see you all the time on YouTube. You make it out to our shows, and I see you in a bunch of other shows as well. You are such a supportive person in the community, and I just want to thank you for all that you do. And 2 years smoke-free. Smoked for 30 years. Wow, incredible. That is an accomplishment. Smoking for 30 years, and you are now 2 years smoke-free thanks to Vapor Products. And I think you mentioned something in your tweet about it helping with triggers like driving and coffee. That was a big thing for me too when I was quitting. Where those triggers, especially after eating, after a meal, was one of the hardest cigarettes for me to quit in my transition period. So yeah, I feel you. I really do. My heart goes out to you, and congratulations, 2 years smoke-free. That is an incredible accomplishment. I myself just hit 2 years the beginning of this month. That was a big thing for me. So I'm right there with you, Jen. Vapor for Life. Congratulations. That's just awesome. I've got 2 other shout-outs. These are not smoke-free shout-outs, but these are 2 people that I just want to commend and thank as well. Mr. Shane Oakley. If anybody out there is not subscribed to Shane Oakley's channel, please do. I will put a link down in the description below to Shane's channel. huge advocate, great guy, just a fantastic person. Shane reached out to me and he wanted to send me some stuff, so he sent me the dead goat, which thank you, Shane, thank you. The dead goat has been amazing. I've been kind of messing around with it. He sent me some e-liquids. He sent me a cookie twist frosted sugar cookie e-liquid, which is literally vanilla, sweetener, and nicotine. It is probably the sweetest liquid I have ever tried in my life. And then he sent me some Sad Boy butter cookie, and that's actually the liquid that we did a review on last week that I don't have a video for. I don't have the video for that anymore. Again, it was part of that whole videos from last week that just sounded really terrible. But me and Becky both gave it right around that middle 3.5. If anybody is interested in the Sad Boy butter cookie, it is a lemon butter cookie. Me and Beck both came to the conclusion that it just tastes like a right out of the box lemon bar. So if you're a big fan of lemon bars, I'm sure that you will like that. And I'm actually vaping on it right now. That's that Sad Boy butter cookie. So big shout out to Shane Oakley for sending all that stuff my way. Thank you, much appreciated. And I also want to give a shout out to Jay, Mr. Texas Cloudtown. He's if you're not following Jay, if you're not subbed to his channel, go check him out. He's doing a great job over on his channel. Both Jay and Shane do a show during the week and on the weekend. They do weekday wisdom and weekend wisdom. It's a great show. If you guys haven't checked that out, please do. Really good information from both of these guys. Really big advocates. And Jay has been making his own coils, and he sent me a set of his quad core Claptons. I don't have them installed yet. I had just rebuilt, so I've got some fresh coils and everything when he sent those over my way. So Jay, as soon as I do need to rebuild, your coils will be going into something, and I will let you know, and I will let everybody here in YouTube land know as well how those coils are, and you can check out Texas Cloudtown on Instagram, on Twitter, again here on YouTube, and if you're interested in some coils, check him out as well. So yeah, big shout out to both of those guys. Thank you guys for everything that you do for the community. You guys are just absolutely amazing. With that being said, I think we're gonna reshoot last week's news and advocacy. So this is gonna be a little bit old, but this is something that I want to have out there, and unfortunately, again, I wasn't able to do that with last week's video. So news and advocacy segment, stuff, things, information, go. So last week, my focus was on the VTA lawsuit against the FDA, and so I want to recover that information just to make sure that it's out there on my channel. And for you guys out there that aren't aware, I will have a link down below to VTA's official press release, which is what I'm going to be reading directly from today. August 14th this year, the Vapor Technology Association, VTA, and Vapor Stockroom, VSR, filed a lawsuit in federal court against the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, FDA, amongst others, over its unreasonable and arbitrary pre-market tobacco application process, which is the PMTA that we have been talking about for God knows how long now, and recently grossly accelerated PMTA filing deadline. Plaintiffs are taking action to require the FDA to publish and complete the long-promised foundational rules describing the specific requirements for the PMTAs. In addition, plaintiffs are asking the court to enjoin FDA from enforcing the May 2020 PMTA deadline. That May 2020 PM deadline is the current deadline that the FDA has accepted after Judge Grimm's lawsuit that he apparently won because the FDA just decided to back down and not appeal the case, which a lot of us thought the FDA would do, asking the court to enjoin the FDA from enforcing the May 2020 PMTA deadline or taking enforcement action against companies that do not have a PMTA on file until a reasonable period of time after the actual foundational rules are finalized. There are parts of the PMTA process that are still not finalized, and the FDA is still asking companies to submit their PMTAs without that information finalized. And people wonder why companies haven't filed their PMTAs yet. I wonder. They go on to say, with over 3 million vapor products currently registered with the FDA, the arbitrary May 2020 PMTA deadline, which FDA is currently enforcing, is simply impossible to meet for thousands of small and mid-sized vapor businesses, particularly in the absence of a draft or final PMTA rule. Any final PMTA rule must allow sufficient time to conduct the many complex and time-consuming tests and studies currently being required by the FDA. I think a big point to make here is that since 2016, the FDA has provided 5 different PMTA submission deadlines. This is they are juggling the deadlines in front of companies. First was August 8th, 2018. A lot of people are familiar with August 8th, 2018, august8th.org. August 8th, 2018 was kind of that first big PMTA deadline. That was the first PMTA deadline, and it was a really big deal. November 8th, 2018 is when it was moved to, and then it was moved again to August 8th, 2022, thanks to Commissioner Scott Gottlieb. Right before he exited the FDA, he moved it back a year arbitrarily to August 8th, 2021. And now, because of Judge Grimm and that court decision, it is now May 12th, 2020. The most recent deadline was only established on July 12th, 2019, leaving a scant 10 months for the vapor industry and manufacturers to attempt to comply, which is now 27 months earlier than the previously set date. Yeah, that's a big step back, and again, they are just juggling this deadline around. So if you need to ask why companies have not filed their PMTA, it is because of the FDA. It is because of all this. So I want to read one last thing from this, from Tony Abood, the head of the VTA, and he goes on to say, it is time for the FDA to stop moving the goalposts and changing the rules in the middle of the game. I agree. To the detriment of our manufacturers and small businesses, said Abood. FDA's actions, if unchecked, will shut down an entire industry that has developed to challenge the combustible cigarette. Whatever FDA calls its rules of the road simply cannot be relied upon in the absence of a real PMTA rulemaking process that gives all stakeholders the opportunity for notice and comment, not just those interested parties that file lawsuits. So, well done to Vapor Stockroom, Tony Florence, the president of Vapor Stockroom, Tony Abood from the VTA. Well done, and I support what you guys are doing as far as going after the FDA for the PMTA process. We've been talking about it in the community for a long time, just how ridiculous all of this is. Especially when we have FDA-approved cigarettes on the market that are grandfathered in because of the Master Settlement Agreement. We have products on the market that will kill 1 out of 2 long-term users, and they are just allowed to remain. They never had to go through a PMTA process. They didn't have to go through any of these regulatory hurdles to be available on the market, and they are just safe to remain where they are. But when our industry comes in and challenges that, we are forced to go through just all sorts of hoops. And so, yes, I commend the VTA and I commend Vapor Stockroom for really leading the charge against the FDA on this one. So that is what I wanted to talk about this week. It's really what I wanted to talk about last week. But this is something that I needed to get out there, so we're just kind of rehashing it this week, and I apologize, guys. But that's it. That's what I've got for news and advocacy this week. I don't want to take up too much more time. There's things that we'll be covering later on, and some of the things from this past week I was able to talk about with Matt on In the Cloud. So if you're curious about that, again, head over to that guy Matt's channel and check out last night's live stream, because there's some really solid information there for people. That's gonna be basically it. I don't have an e-liquid review this week. It's been a crazy busy week. I do want to give a little bit of, it's not a review, but a shout out, because I have fallen really in love with this liquid, and I picked it up down at my local shop down here in town, RW Vapors. If you are in the Buffalo, Rochester area, in New York, I highly recommend that you stop down to RW Vapors. They're a great group of people in there, and it's the shop that helped me stop smoking. So it's my local shop. I spend a lot of time over there. But I picked up some Profit. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see this or how well it will focus, but that's Profit Premium Blends. This is their blueberry lemon drops. If you like sweet blueberries and like natural lemon heads, this is your liquid. This is it, and it's phenomenal. It's summery. It's a little bit tangy. It's sweet. It's easy on the coils. It's easy on the cotton, and it's a banger, man. It's a banger. It's a banger. Phenomenal stuff. So shout out to Profit because their liquid is fantastic. And yes, Shane, that butter cookie, man, that sad boy butter cookie. Obviously, I don't have the review for it anymore, but I was a little bit on the fence. It's growing on me. I can see why a lot of people like it. I can see why you like it. It's growing on me, man. Again, I think you have to be somebody that really likes lemon bars. And I'm kind of on the fence with lemon bars. My girlfriend really likes lemon bars. She likes making lemon bars, but I typically will have one. Just one. And it's good, and I enjoy it, but that's all I want. You know what I mean? But this in particular has been growing on me, and I've been really enjoying that. Awesome. Thank you again, Shane, for sending stuff out my way. I really do appreciate that. I think that's going to be it. In case you guys didn't see, which side? This side? There you go. Yeah, Matt had a Rise and Vape shirt on last night. If you are interested, I will have links down in the description below to where you guys can pick up a little bit of merch. I have coffee mugs. I have a couple shirts and things like that. You don't have to, but it's a great way to support me and to support the show, and I'm definitely appreciative to anybody who does happen to go over and pick up some merch. I'm hoping to get away from Teespring at some point and just start being able to order these things in bulk so I can reduce that price, bring that price down, because again, they're about $15 for a t-shirt, which I guess is not astronomical. It's not crazy, but I would still like to bring that cost down a little bit. But yeah, I think that's all we're gonna do this week. I think we're gonna wrap it up. I'm not gonna have a Rise and Vape show next week. Me and Becky do have our commitment ceremony next week. Patrons, be on the lookout for some quality content from that because I have some really cool ideas for a video for you guys. With that being said, if anybody out there is interested in becoming a patron, you can just go to patreon.com/LoganExhales. That's me. Hi, I'm Logan. Every week I put up an extra video. There's some bonus content there for people. You get an exclusive role in the Discord. Starting next week, I'm going to be doing patron-only streams Mondays and Fridays that people can join. So there's definitely we're building an archive of things on the Patreon for new patrons. So it's not just empty. There's not anything over there. There is content there, and there is things that you can enjoy. And I'm trying to get to a point where I can start offering discounts on merch to patrons as well, so be on the lookout. Everybody, thank you, patrons, for all your support. You guys are absolutely phenomenal. Next month is the Rise and Vape podcast. Yes, me and Becky will be finally starting that wonderful podcast that we've been talking about for a while. We should have it up on iTunes and on SoundCloud, and we should have an episode up hopefully every week. Yeah, that's going to be the same as the show as far as life, things getting in the way from time to time. So hopefully we can, stay consistent with that as well, as consistent as this show has been. And I do work really hard at getting this show in every week, everybody. So thank you for all the support. You're absolutely amazing. If you want to find me on Twitter, it's just Logan Exhales, Logan_Exhales. Same on Instagram. You can go ahead and follow me on both of those. I definitely appreciate that. And click down below. Click that like button for me, everybody. I really do appreciate that as well. It really helps me out. Click that sub if you're not subbed. I'm not going to make you turn on the bell. It's okay. You don't need a bing every Wednesday. This show goes up every Wednesday. But thank you guys for all your support. I definitely appreciate it. And last, check out In the Clouds, me and Matt's live stream on Saturday nights. It's normally at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Last night we went live at 8 o'clock just because we had a special guest. We wanted to make sure that we had things in order and set and ready to go for that. So that show has been absolutely great. Big shout out to Matt for getting everything set up and handling the technical end of things, because I just can't. Because I'm old and dumb, and it's okay. No, really, my laptop won't do most of the things that are needed for a live stream. So Matt has just really taken charge with that and really done a great job with everything on that show. So make sure that you check out In the Clouds with that guy Matt and me, 7:30 p.m. Eastern over on his channel. I think that I am done ranting and raving and just yabbering on today. This is gonna be a short one just because I have a ton of stuff to go do today and then this week, and it's gonna be a crazy week coming up, guys. So bear with me and bear with us, bear with the Rise and Vape show, and then hopefully come September things will start to settle down and kind of renormalize, and hopefully we have a lot more content coming out then. So either way, thank you everybody. I'm done ranting, I'm done raving, I'm done yammering on. Much love to everybody. Thank you guys so much, and let's keep on vaping, huh?